The member for Holt.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker. Mr Speaker, I was honoured last week to meet His Holiness Sant Baba Amar Singh Ji at the Gurdwara Sahib Nanak Sikh Temple in Lynbrook for a very important discussion about community resource building for our region. His Holiness is a world-renowned figure who has worked with many political leaders, including former United Kingdom Prime Minister Tony Blair, on issues like poverty alleviation, educational development and religious projects around the world. He is truly an internationally significant figure within the Sikh community. Babaji, realising the enormous liberating power of education, has opened up schools throughout India and abroad, providing much-needed education to the needy. In 1988, Babaji had the foresight to purchase a piece of land in Lynbrook. And this is in 1988, which is a long, long time ago, and there wasn't a lot of out there. He bought this piece of land in Lynbrook to build a new Sikh temple and to cater for the growing Sikh population in Victoria, which now totals approximately 45,000 people. But at the time that Babaji was travelling around the suburb of Lynbrook, it would have been effectively farmland. So it was great foresight by His Holiness and a great vision to create that opportunity for the Sikh community to have the temple there, and what I'm sure over time, provided that governments of all persuasions provide appropriate support, an iconic community-based facility. Mr Speaker, Sikhism is one of the world's largest formalised religions, and it traces its origins to Guru Nanak, who lived in India in the 15th century. Many of the world's Sikhs live clearly in the Punjab region. However, there are large communities in a lot of other countries, including Australia. The local Sikh community in my constituency is an amazing community. They're a very integrated community. They're a community that really does make a difference in my area, and they were a community that came to the forefront when we had issues of community concern about community safety, which is now making the headlines in papers like the Herald Sun, but it was through their direct face-to-face consultation and input that alerted me to the extent of the difficulties that we're facing with community safety in our region because of what they told me, because of the Sikh community. They were the first community that organised a community safety forum with Victorian Police, which allowed us to discuss this issue. And, Mr Speaker, this was during the federal election campaign, so we're talking a long time before it really, in a manner of speaking, hit the broadsheets like the Herald Sun. So I'd like to commend them for the work that they have done on behalf of the overall community to do that. And after speaking with, as I said, Babaji, and also I'd like to commend the committee members Manpal Singh, Raj Singh and Kamalpreet Singh, and we look forward to working in partnership with him and them to obtain the approximately $1.2 million in funding that is needed for a community kitchen, community bathroom, doors, lift, community area and car park to complete the temple. But I think also what's occurred in the United Kingdom is that when Tony Blair was Prime Minister, Babaji spoke to him. They obtained government funding to ensure that the school was actually built in the United Kingdom. And what has happened after that is that it's going to become one of the first Sikh universities in Europe. So this is the trajectory I think that this fantastic facility in Lynbrook can follow. And the fact that His Holiness has actually spent so much time coming down to Australia, motivating his community and talking to political leaders like myself means that we can bring this project to fruition on a collective basis, not just on a singular basis. An iconic temple, which is yet to be completed, but importantly a school facility. And we've had a lot of discussion about multiculturalism and what it means, but I tell you what I see with the Sikh community. I see a community that wants to create a facility primarily for the rest of the community, not just the Sikh community. As I said, a community that was concerned, wanted to talk to me about their community safety before it became a very popular issue, but now a community that wants to build facilities so that they can feed the poor and the homeless. They have a situation where they will feed people on a consistent basis if they can get the centre up and running properly. This is the story of Australia, Mr Speaker, and it's a great story, and we'll do what I can to assist the Sikh community in order to complete their mission, their journey on behalf of the community.